Hi, welcome to the Compassion Project. Today, I'm excited. I'm going to be talking to Vanessa Jay from Toronto, Canada, on how she was able to 20x her business using TikTok during this pandemic. And I am excited you're here. Welcome, Vanessa.
Thank you so much for having me, really. Yeah.
Yeah, so I love this girl. Her story's amazing. She is honestly an incredible woman. She is beautiful inside and out. And she has a really positive outlook on life and is determined to make a difference in other people's lives and to change her own. She started in the network marketing industry 5 years ago and has been with her current company for 3 years. And she has worked hard in the industry. And I actually want to make it clear too that I am not involved in a business right now. I'm not in the network marketing industry, but that's how Vanessa and I did meet. And she has worked really hard on herself, which I know from being part of the industry is a huge part of it. And she is no different than you or I. We all have a story. And she's been through a lot in her life and had to dig deep to create such a strong mindset that nothing could stop this girl.
Unbreakable.
Yeah. So at the beginning of the pandemic, I had her on the Compassion Project. We were just talking about that.
Yep.
On April 10th, so almost a year ago. Really difficult time. And I am just, honestly, Vanessa, I feel so excited for you and what is happening with your business. And that's why I'm having you on, because I want to help other people. I want other people that are struggling to maybe learn from what you've done. And yeah, so welcome.
Thank you. Yeah, it's so funny how much can change in a year. And even though I've been in the industry for 5 years, a year ago we were all in lockdown, and I just kind of said, well, when do we have this kind of gift of time? And while some people were saying it was the worst thing, for myself, I was like, this is like a blessing to me. It was the perfect time for me to kind of really focus back on me and start digging really deep in my personal growth, but also into my business, and starting, having that time and having that freedom. When you work from home, you kind of have that freedom, but to have a full year, literally a year ago, we were sitting in the same place, and so much can happen in such a short amount of time.
Yeah, I know it's been a year now. So let's start with you sharing a bit of your personal story, and what your journey in the network marketing industry has been like up till now, just to give people an idea of you, who you are in that.
Of course. So I actually jumped in 5 years ago. I was going through a divorce. Actually, I had my marriage had ended, and I really needed an extra income. I was a busy restaurant manager at that time. I needed a second job. I just didn't have time to actually get one. And so when I kind of fell into network marketing, it was something that really fit into my busy schedule, nooks and crannies of my day, 15 minutes here, 15 minutes there. And very quickly, I kind of caught the vision of what this business could do for my life. I mean, I'm 45 years old now. There's only so much wear and tear. I wanted, 28 years in the restaurant and hospitality business. And I just said, I want to go all in. I want to figure this out. And I learned all through, the busy schedule of my life. And at that time, I was with kind of a traditional MLM type business model. I did make a switch 3 years ago. And through all of this, it is such a great industry for that, because they really do, personal development is just part of your day, to read something, to feed your mind, to inspire yourself, and just help you grow as a person. Because obviously, if you really do have those big goals, the person that will end up achieving them isn't the person that actually starts. And so you really do want to kind of figure out the puzzle pieces, not just in the business, but also with yourself. What are your personal roadblocks? What are the things that are holding you back? What are those old, beliefs that you might have about yourself? Are you worthy? So I had to kind of really face those head on, and I just started to break it all apart. And, I'd seen ups and downs, highs and lows. You know, my personal life, after my divorce, I had a very big low, getting out of a very toxic relationship. That's a whole other.
I think we'll have you on another time to talk about that.
I've been given this. I've been given this time to myself to not only get back to myself, but to really focus on my business, unraveling my mindset and getting to work. So it was all good stuff.
I have to say that I really am so grateful myself for the industry. Like, I was involved for a long time. I've just taken a different route, and everything I learned from network marketing, I'm grateful for, especially the personal growth. It's a beautiful industry. And I like the fact that you could be working full time as a manager and be like, I need extra income, and you can fit it in. You can fit it into the nooks and cranny of your life. That's the beautiful thing about the business, right? And
Absolutely,
you're right that it's like a puzzle. You have to be willing to learn, and it's shocking how much personal growth you need in this industry, right? You do. You have to heal your past.
Yeah, I find some people will get really overwhelmed, and it can be, you know, but at one point I just said, you know what, learn one puzzle piece at a time. I think I'm going to cough.
That's okay. Do you have water?
Yeah, water.
Water break.
One piece at a time. Yeah, cheers.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, no, it's okay, because I understand the industry, and I know a lot of people are in it. I know a lot of people want to get a breakthrough like you did. And so we can, because I know that you've done Facebook and Instagram.
Yes.
And you weren't having huge success with that, right?
Well, I mean, so I'll give you a few stats. Oh my goodness, guys. Sorry about that.
It's okay. That's a live video.
Between the heat and the cool air, you just never know what's going on. So it is what it is.
Yeah.
But you know, in Facebook and Instagram, Facebook is my home base.
Yeah.
I do everything on Facebook as far as my training and all of that stuff. But you know, it just seemed a little bit stagnant. And you know, just to give you some real stats, you know, my company that I'm with right now, from February 2018 to 2020. Oh my goodness. Sorry.
You can take a water break. We're good.
Yeah, it's okay. I don't know. It is what it is. Like, just keep going. February 18th to 2020 November, I was averaging about 66,000 in sales per year. In that time, so 2 years, 10 months, I had enrolled maybe an average of 7 to 9 new partners into my business. And then I jumped on TikTok, and it's just a crazy story because, you know, I'll be quite honest with you. When everybody went into lockdown last March, I was using TikTok as fun. I was actually creating videos to entertain my Facebook feed on Friday nights. I started to create like a funny video, and I would post it on Friday night because everybody was in lockdown. Everybody was in quarantine. And so I said, you know what, why not like lighten up the mood and create like fun videos and entertain people. And I remember
that. I saw some of them. They were hilarious.
Yeah. So I didn't really get much traction. And then in November 2020, not even 5 months ago, it was the biggest sale of the year. It was halfway through the month. My kitten was sick. I had adopted a kitten. She was sick. And I had to quarantine her into a room, long story. So I was just stressed halfway through the month, approaching the biggest sale of the year. Oh my goodness, what am I going to do? And so I kind of just on a whim, there's a few other people on our team that were just kind of breaking ground with TikTok. And it was November 14th or 15th where my personal sales would have translated into about $100 in sales halfway through the month. And I decided to share my results in a video. And I think I had something like 89,000 views. It went, my sales in a 2-week period went from $100 to $16,000 like that. And that is when I said, okay, there's something pretty amazing going on here. I need to master this. And so for the last 5 months, it's just been getting better and better. And it's really amazing. I mean, there's 4 of us on our team that have been hitting the top 10 in all of Canada, and we're all doing the same kind of thing, and it's just been amazing. So
yeah, so and let's let people know that she was #1 in Canada in sales, personal sales, was that for January and February?
Last month.
And that is amazing.
Yeah.
And so I just want to understand something, because I don't really get TikTok so much, and I think a lot of people are a bit afraid of jumping into a new platform. Is it something that you have to sing and dance? Because I was like, I would never do TikTok. That's how I felt. Never, ever.
No, actually, you see some of the the videos where I'm talking about products and stuff. My face is just a camera. I'm answering questions. I'm just responding to what people want to hear. It is pretty amazing, because the difference between Facebook and TikTok. Facebook, you have your friends and your followers. And so unless somebody is actually actively following you or actively looking at your feed, your posts and your posts and your videos, they have a bit of a shelf life. Whereas over on TikTok, again, yes, you don't have to dance, you don't have to lip sync, you don't have to be a fool, but you can be if you want to. Okay. But what's really neat is 15-second or 60-second videos. And, it targets, with hashtags, you have the opportunity to not only put it in front of your followers, but there's the For You page. So if that opens up, hundreds, thousands, even into the millions of new eyes on your stuff. Whereas Facebook.
You said, what did you say? A For You page?
Yes. So TikTok has your followers and the For You page. So when you actually open the app, and you go to your home, you can actually scroll through people's videos, and you can toggle between, things that your followers are posting, or toggle over to the For You page. And that is what TikTok will give you. So if they think you like something, they'll start showing you videos. So if people are looking for something, then they'll show those videos to those people. And so you have, on Facebook, you're always trying to expand your network. You're always trying to start conversations, where here you're, putting out a video, and TikTok's like, okay, I'm just going to show this to a few thousand people, and, there you go. So, yeah.
Okay. So I have a few questions. So TikTok, are you limited to how long the videos are?
Yes. So you have either a choice of 15 to 60-second videos. So really it's not a very time-consuming thing. It can be very simple. Again, sometimes I just put my face to camera. I'm answering a question. Other times, I'm doing funny things. Maybe I'm dancing and I just add text to some music. I mean, it's very, very simple and somewhat automated. It's made it a lot more fun. I just want to, I started talking about my stats, but let's talk about that for a sec. So February 2018 to 2020, my average sales were $66,000 per year. From November, halfway through November until today, I'm at about $165,000 in sales for the last 4 to 5 months. So it's incredible. And 26 new business partners. So it's, and it doesn't have to be, you don't have to be an online business. You could be a small business. You can be an artist. There is something for everybody out there for you. There's such an opportunity for you to get your face in front of so many people. It's just so fun.
Wow. Really. And so now, and I think I heard you mention somewhere that you feel like there's a window, like there was with Facebook.
I do.
You feel like that's what the time is right now for TikTok for people?
Yeah, I absolutely do. So when I started in this industry 5 years ago, people who had been in it for a long time had said, Facebook used to be, the place where people were actively looking like, what is that? I want that. What is that? And, obviously it's kind of died down. It's died down a lot. Even Instagram died down a lot. My followers in 5 years on Instagram is like 3,200. And, on TikTok, I really just do feel that there's this window of opportunity right now for people who really want to promote their business or get their business in front of new people. And how long will that last? I don't know, but that's why I'm just like, Everybody needs to be on TikTok.
Go all in. How many followers do you have now on TikTok?
Right now I'm sitting about 22,500, and that's predominantly from the last 4 or 5 months. So,
wow.
And big, I mean, there's people with hundreds of thousands, even into the millions. I'm technically a small account, but you know, I'm not complaining about what that has generated for me at all. So little bits at a time, it's just fine with me. So
I think it's amazing. I'm just going to put up your little TikTok. That's her, or you can find her on TikTok, but we will put a link in the comments so people can actually click on it. But I'm just fascinated by the whole thing. So if someone's watching and they've got a business and they're on Facebook and Instagram and they've been working really hard and they can't seem to get the sales, what would you say would be their kind of first steps? Obviously, they have to get a TikTok account, obviously. But what would you say? What advice do you have for someone that wants to start promoting their business?
Play around with it. Just don't be afraid to open the app and play around. You know, put your face to camera. You can always try something, and instead of posting it, you can post it to private, post it to yourself. You can look at it. You can always save things to draft. You can see if you like it or not. But just start messy. In anything in life, you know, we start messy. Sometimes I wonder, you know, when we're young, you know, we want to learn how to walk, and then we want to learn how to run. And somewhere as we get older, we stop wanting to do it. We stop wanting to try new things, you know. The world is evolving, you know, and it's so fun to kind of evolve with it. What's the new trend? What's going on? So just start messy, learn the little ins and outs. And for anyone, I'm actually doing a free masterclass tomorrow night. So perfect segue into that. But
yeah, I did. Yeah, I wanted people to know that she's got a free masterclass. So we will also put a link or how you can join that if you want to learn more from Vanessa. And it's tomorrow night. So that's Wednesday. What is that date? The 31st, March 31st.
Yeah.
7 p.m. Eastern Standard, right? For your class.
Exactly.
Actually, I think I might even try it. Even though I don't have a business, I want to I think maybe it'd be fun to learn.
It's so fun. I mean, it doesn't always have to be about business. You can have really fun, goofy videos. TikTok really tries to build a community. So there's so many little features that, especially even for your first video, to do a duet with someone where maybe you're just listening to something inspiring, you know, like there's tons of ways to create your first video without feeling like you're really putting yourself out there. And it's so fun. Yeah.
I kind of like the fact that they're only max 60 seconds. That's brilliant, actually.
You know, sometimes I sit for an hour trying to write a post and then I'm like, this is not good. And then I don't post it. And, you know, 15-second or 60-second videos to do something fun or find a clip of music and just put some text or just put my face to camera and, you know, say what I have to say and post it. And it's as easy as that. So it's really fun. You can play around with it much simpler than you think.
And I think also what I'm guessing, but it's like you don't want to do all business or product. You want to have fun. You want to entertain people. You want to, and right, it's like your target audience, who they are. Like I'm sure it's women around your age, and because you're in a health company, so skincare and losing weight and all that. So you want to do that here and there. You want to have more. There's a video that I think is so cute on TikTok. You know, just like one that you spraying hearts, the one where you have there's hearts in the air, and it's so funny. Oh, was that Valentine's Day?
Yeah.
I love that. She's got hearts in the air, and then she looks up
in the air, and then I spray them away.
Like things like that are fun and entertaining, and people can see who you are. So I think being true to yourself, people like real, right? And then they. Yeah.
In the last few months, I have tried a few different things to see what works, what people like, what people don't like. And that's the thing. I mean, a lot of people have that sort of Facebook mentality where, oh, here we go again.
It's okay. Yeah, we all get these tickles in our throats. See, I drink water when you do, just to
never drink alone. So, you know, you have that Facebook mentality where you're so worried, like you've already posted that. But with TikTok, you can kind of play around. You can actually, you'll find you repeat yourself quite often because, you know, with different hashtags, you can put it out to a different audience. So on Instagram and Facebook, Instagram, you can't kind of repeat your feed too many times. Facebook, you could repurpose posts, but TikTok, I mean, you can trial and error. I've tried different things. I see what works. I see what doesn't. I've also repurposed content with different hashtags and see if it generated more views with a different audience, so there's a lot of fun things and trial and error stuff. And even with the analytics, you can kind of see what works, what doesn't. Unfortunately, everybody loves my product posts. So, I just keep doing more of those, but I feel like I'm getting in a little bit of a hole there with my product posts. So I have to kind of get out of it.
And I think you have to be, have a really strong mindset too, because you have to, in this industry, you have to be okay with rejection, with no's. You have to be, when you put yourself out there, you have to be so strong that a no or a comment doesn't throw you back and be like, and that's where the personal growth comes in, that you know who you are. You know you're a good person, and people are entitled to do and be and say whatever they want, and it's how you react that causes the problem. And I think when you can build your mindset and heal your past, whatever it is, we've all got stuff we've gone through that I think we can fall into those habits of like not good enough. And when you can build yourself up to being strong like that, then it doesn't matter how many views, what people say. You know you're a good person.
Yeah.
Your intent is in the right place, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, and there's a few things to that on Facebook, where you tend to reach out a lot more to people. You get a lot of silence, you get some no's, but it's part of what we do, and building relationships part of what we do. Whereas over on TikTok, yes, you have a lot less conversations, because literally it can almost be automated. You have your links in place. People can just buy like this without even a conversation.
But really?
Oh yeah. So it's somewhat automated, which makes it a lot more fun. I just show up, I provide value, I answer questions, and then it's up to them. And instead of obsessing about the numbers of views, which a lot of people tend to do, I always say, just focus on the fun of it. Just have fun with it, because your energy is so huge. And if you're having fun with what you're doing, it doesn't matter if people decide to purchase or not. They're at the end of the day, they're going to buy into who you are, and do they like you? Do they not like you? So don't focus on the numbers. Don't, oh my God, I've only got 30 views, and there was one lip sync I did in TikTok. 30 views, if 30 people showed up at my door right now, I would freak out. So 30 views is big, So, 30 people for a 15-second video that looked at what you're doing, hey, that's good. So
I just think I hope that anyone listening that is in a business, any type of business, really does try it, because I just would love someone to hear what you're saying and take it and change their life. And there's so many people, especially the pandemic, that are struggling financially. And there's a lot of, from single moms to people that have lost their jobs. And if they can use something like this and embrace it. And we purposely are not talking about specific companies. I don't want this to be like company, but if you want to know, if people are watching and you want to know the company that Vanessa's in, then reach out to her, because it's an incredible company, and the industry can change your life, but you have to keep going, and you have to never give up. So
anything, like I said, you're always evolving. When I started, I just wanted to make a couple $100, and then, as my vision got bigger, I got bolder, and it's just the name of the game. And so you kind of just evolve with the times, and you figure things out. I'm a firm believer of rolling up your sleeves and getting in there. And I truly believe, especially with the way that this last year has gone, there is just so much opportunity out there. And right now, more and more people are finding online opportunities. They say that I think it's 2027, 60% of the U.S. workforce will be independent. So, even though, people tend to be skeptical, is it this, is it that? There is so much opportunity out there. And instead of kind of waiting around for the world to tell you what to do, it's nice to kind of have that freedom of taking control, you know what I mean? And creating your own economy, right? So. Yeah.
Okay, so amazing. So your masterclass is tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern time. And I mean, because I'm sure there's a lot that, and you're actually creating a course after that, right? That's going to be coming out.
I have been really busy.
And
if you do check out my TikTok, I've been so busy that I've actually not been making much content because I'm really excited about really helping people, and not necessarily in my company, but any company, small business, or even people who, you know, are shy to do something on Facebook because their friends and family are watching. You know, TikTok is such a great tool for people who want to, you know, maybe start something different and new. So I'm creating a free masterclass tomorrow night. It's 7 p.m. Eastern time. And I'm just going to share a bit of, you know, how TikTok works, kind of some stats, you know, that are really important. And also, you know, hopefully give a couple of wins for those people who are just like, okay, I want to just give it a shot. And, you know, very easy sort of action steps, I guess you can say. And yes, I have also been creating a digital course, which is literally the full roadmap to everything I've done to make sure that I am set up, ready to go, prepared for those viral videos, and you know, so
amazing.
It's a full master.
Okay, I feel so happy for you. I honestly do. Yeah. Vanessa and I got to know each other at a leadership conference like a year and a half ago. We slept in the same bed. We talked for hours.
Yeah, we did.
So I'm just going to end with,
but it's okay.
What was that?
I said we probably woke up the house or kept the house up, but it was fun.
Yeah. So I just want to do, before we finish up here, I just want to do 3 quick questions, and you can just answer quick. What is your favorite book for personal growth?
Think and Grow Rich.
Oh, okay. Think and Grow Rich. Who is your favorite mindset coach that you listen to?
Oh, mindset coach. Well, so I'm a big Bob Proctor fan, of course. Who else do I love for mindset? Oh my God.
Think and Grow Rich book and Bob Proctor.
Yes, I mean, I really dove deep into kind of mindset. And so I guess, you know, Bob Proctor was kind of one of those first people, or created a course actually that I took, which was so incredible, about really starting to understand how your mind works and
thinking into results. That one.
Results. Yeah, great course. Yeah. So
amazing.
Those are the ones I'm answering quick. I'm on the spot here.
I love Wayne Dyer. Wayne Dyer has changed my life. I will just say he has changed my life. Like
more spiritual. So along the same lines of Abraham Hicks and that kind of stuff. Yeah, I love.
Yeah. Abraham Hicks, law of attraction, all that. I know.
Yeah.
Last question. A beautiful Vanessa. What are you most grateful for right now?
What am I most grateful for? I'm so grateful for all of the abilities that I have been given for free. You know, I have hands that can do the work and mold the clay. I have a mind that can be creative and use my imagination. And, you know, I have will and drive and determination. And so all of these things, you know, we take so much for granted, and all of these things we have, right? They've been given to us from the second we were born. And I think sometimes we take those for granted. So that would be it.
I love it. There's the personal growth right there. Gratitude, being grateful for everything we have, the simple things. Yeah. I mean, this woman was alone during the pandemic, and she is shine bright, and she's changed her life, and she's amazing. Thank you everyone for watching. We'll put the link in for Vanessa's masterclass. I'm going to have her on again because I really want to share your real personal story from.
Yes, sure.
Yeah, I would love to share your personal story. So thank you so much. And thank you everyone for watching.
Thanks,
everyone. Okay, bye.